Hey you guys and girls, and thank you for watching another episode of the Xbox Tester. My name is Maurice, and today we are going to try Rtype Final 2 on Xbox Series S. I was really looking forward to this game. I'm a real big fan of these type of games, and especially Rtype, because I think it was one of the first ever shmups I ever played on my Super Nintendo back then. That was Super Rtype, not the best Rtype there is, but it was my first, so yeah. And yeah, it wasn't really my first game in this genre that I played. The first type of game that I played was on my Atari Supervision. That was a Game Boy knockoff, and that game was called Alien, I think, and that was a R-Type clone. And after that, I got the real R-Type. So, yeah, I'm a real big fan of these games. They were always very hard and very beautiful to look at. And yeah, definitely one of the best, maybe even the best shmups there is. And yeah, I just got it yesterday. They sent me a code to review this game on my channel, and I played it a few hours on my Series X, and I was completely falling in love. But after I played it on my Series S, there was something a little bit off. But I will get into that a little bit later in the video. First of all, let's see how much data the game is on your hard drive. And that's 5.8 gigabytes, and that's super big for a game like this. It's new gen optimized, so it runs better on Xbox Series X and S. I was a little bit surprised because the game also came out on Nintendo Switch, of course, and I think even PC and PlayStation, but it didn't got a PlayStation 5 version of this game, only a PlayStation 4 version. So I was a little bit surprised by that, because normally with these kind of games, it's yeah, the other way around, that the PlayStation got the newest version and Xbox has the Xbox One version. But yeah, here we are. Let's see how much the game is to buy. So it's a very expensive game, I think. $40 is really steep for a game like this. But on the other side, it's R-Type. R-Type is one of the best, if not the best, you can get in this genre. It's even got a physical release, and that will probably be an awesome game to own if you are a physical collector, because these kind of games always become more expensive in the future. But yeah, let's try it out. Rtype Final 2. Oh, and you guys, don't forget it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot for me. It means a lot for the channel. And we're almost at 10k subscribers, so that's insane. And I really enjoy when you guys are asking me anything, or if you want to know anything. I'm also on Twitter. You can also follow me on Twitter from now on. It's still very small, my Twitter account, but yeah, I'm trying my best. So it's you can find me on Twitter on at the Xbox Tester. So it's pretty simple to find me there. So let's start up this game. So the game is made in the Unreal Engine, and I know for a fact that the Unreal Engine is perfectly fine on Xbox. Even the Gears of War runs at on the Unreal Engine, and that game looks insane on Xbox Series S and X. And this game also looks insane on the Xbox Series X, but not that much on Series S. I was really surprised by this, because at this moment I've got version 1.0.1, as you can see. The frame rate is all over the place with this game. And I was really surprised by this. Even the Nintendo Switch version runs more stable than this one on Series S. So the people at, what's it called, NIS of Granzella really need to update this version of the game, because it doesn't feel new gen right now. So the resolution is super high. I think it's 1440p native. I asked them, but I didn't get an answer back, sadly. So yeah, let's just start it up. I'm doing it on kids level. You can also do practice, but I'm doing it on kids, so that's the easy way to play this game. Normal, and these kinds are insane. That's if you have Jedi reflexes, then you can do it like that. But yeah, let's get into it. So and you can already see that the resolution is super, but the frame rate is all over the place. Sometimes it's 60, sometimes it's 30. It's I always call this headache frame rates, because I really get a headache from these kind of frame rates. And I don't think there's an excuse for a game like this to run with these kinds of frame rates. No, it's just not done. So I am really disappointed by the fact that this game runs this poorly on the Xbox Series S console. And there's no excuse. There's just no excuse. Because the engine, the Unreal Engine, is pretty capable of running 60 FPS, even with ray tracing on Series S. We've already seen that with a couple of games. So there's just no excuse. And the game on itself, I've been playing it, of course, on my Series X. And on the Series X, it's amazing. 60 FPS, 4K, no problems there. It runs completely how it should be. And that's the version you should go with if you only have a Xbox Series S. Right now, at this moment, I would say, yeah, don't buy it right now. And I'm also going to be completely honest. If it gets a next gen of a good update with 60 FPS, I'm 100% going back to this game, and I will show you that it finally runs perfectly fine. Because I'm really loving this game. But as of now, no. They could do much better. So that's level 1 for you. I think it's right now. I think it's even under 30 FPS. They could do so much better with this engine. And maybe it's just because it's a very small studio that made this, and it's a Japanese studio. That has to do it with a Western engine. But yeah. And even that's not an excuse, because I also played a lot of Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. Even the graphics look a little bit like Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. And that game ran perfectly fine on Xbox Series S and X and even Xbox One, without any frame drops. Also made in the Unreal Engine. So they definitely need to take a look at Bloodstained, how that game runs. Because, yeah, there is a very good game here, but not right now. And that's sad. That's really sad. And especially for a price like $40 for a game like this, what is pretty steep. This could be a lot better. The game itself is amazing, by the way. So if you like Rtype games, this one is awesome. It took, I think it was like, the last one was a remake of, remaster of the first. And that one is from 2009 or something. 2009 or 2010, I think so. It took a long time for a new game. In this genre. And we're done. Level 2. But yeah, there's so much to do in this game. And look, in these kind of smaller areas, it runs perfectly fine. But if it gets a little bit more on the screen, it goes all over the place. And if you think for this is a little bit easy from what I'm playing right now. One hit and you're dead. And it's game over. So normally I'm loving these kinds of games. And there are a lot on Xbox. There are much more than you would expect. And sometimes I hear people, yeah, you won't buy these kinds of games. This is not where you buy a Xbox or anything for. There are still a lot of people that are really enjoying this genre of games. You have no idea how much people still enjoy these games. It's just insane, but oh man, I really wish this game run a little bit better on Xbox Series S. Really, whoa, hey you guys. Ah, darn it. But yeah, that's a good moment to end this video. I really want to thank you for watching this episode of the Xbox Tester, and I would love to see you guys again in the next one. So until then, bye bye.